Welcome to Casey's SEO, and today I want to show you how I spent probably about 30 minutes and got a number 9 ranking for a personal injury keyword in Colorado Springs. So I used a couple different tools that I have in my SEO tool suite. So I used the HTML builder. The HTML builder will build you really quick, pretty decent quality HTML websites that you can use for multiple purposes. So if you are just looking for, I guess, extra websites or keyword based websites that still rank today, who would have thought after 10 plus years that this would still work? But it still works very, very well. Or maybe you just need to build a quick website because you don't have one. So you could use this HTML builder tool right here. All you're going to do is put in your company name, add some colors for the website, create pages, and then you'll come back here and put them in your navigation. And if we move over here to the Pages tab, you would then create a few pages. Go to your blogs if you want to add any blogs. You could batch process them right here, so super simple. And then save and copy over to your hosting provider, or you can just FTP it. Pretty simple. This will take you roughly 10 minutes to get the hang of. But then you're going to end up with a website looking like this. So pretty simple. No images. Why? Because with SEO you do not need images to rank and to kind of slow your website down, or you might just end up spending more time trying to find the quote-unquote perfect image for your website. So we don't worry about any of that at the moment. But here we have services. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different services. We have a blog. So we got a handful of blog posts here. And our about page is quite interesting, coming soon. And contact us, coming soon. So you can see a lot of this information is not even filled out. Why? Because this is a test example. But you have all this right here. Now, the one keyword that is ranking well, we do have a TBI lawyer, and we have it in Colorado Springs. So if we scroll down, it is actually number 9. So all the way to the bottom, you'll see number 10 right here, and then number 9. On my phone, it was ranking number 10. So of course it will vary, and then depending on what Google's doing that minute, it may or may not be ranking at all. But not too bad for minimal work. But all I did to create all of this was I used the HTML builder, and then I used a couple different tools here in the SEO tool suite. So initially I used the content creator. So before any of that could happen though, I did have to fill out some company information. And once that company information is filled out, everything that you need will populate through that company info. Now just remember, I did not complete all the correct company information. Why? Because this is testing services and I don't have a GMB for this company. This company is fictitious. I don't have phone numbers. I don't have any of that. But what all you would do is select your company. I put in a main topic. So in the beginning, I just would have put it in personal injury lawyer, Colorado Springs as that main topic. And then the service pages were right here in the target keywords. I kept all this other info the same. I scrolled down. I hit service, focused for the page, and then generate. It generated that first page. Then I came back and used this same process for each one of the service pages. So all in all, it took about 2 or 3 minutes for each page. And then I went back to that HTML builder, and then I'll just show you here, because it was simply a copy and paste. So if I went to pages, I went over here to service type. I removed these boxes because I didn't want them. And then I just gave it my title for the H1, and I copied in all the HTML that the tool gave and hit create page. And that was it. Did that for each service page. Then I went over to the content creator automation tool. For here, once again, I gave it the company name, and then I went over here and I hit generate clusters. Well, actually I would have browsed for a file first. So I took one of the pieces of content that I created. I believe it was for the home page, since it had multiple different topics on there. I hit browse, I uploaded that text file, and then I said number of clusters. I gave it 10. I gave it a writing style. I hit generate. So what that did was gave me 10 titles. Didn't even look at them, didn't care. Then I went through and hit start complete workflow. So what this tool did, it generated the content like the content creator tool did. Then it went through and got links from the interlinking generator tool. So this is a step that I did skip. So what I would have done next was took the sitemap from the website and max pages. Probably would have kept it the same since there wasn't many. I hit analyze. So what then this did was looked at all the pages on the website, gave it keywords, and added them to the URL. So then when those keywords were in the content or something that it thought it should link to, then it added those links into the page. And then that final process for the complete automation, it would have went over here to our schema builder tool. So then this would have added in some dataset schema and your local schema, and it would have added everything right in, and then put it out into a HTML text file. And then I just batched that whole process over in the HTML builder, and all those pages were ready to go. All in all, probably 30 minutes of, I guess, work/wait time. So each one of these pieces of content would have taken anywhere between 3 and 5 minutes to create. So if I created 10 of them, there's roughly 30-minute wait time right there, plus some wait time right here. And then the actual building this site, maybe another 10 minutes. All in all, real quick. And then you can see that it does have schema on one of the blog posts here. We got some dataset schema, FAQ, local, organization, all done for you. Super simple. And then I'm just going to show you that this website is roughly a week old, but in the last 24 hours, it does rank for some keywords. Now, not as high as our TBI lawyer or TBI attorney, but it does rank for some keywords. So we do have some insurance type of keywords in here, and then some truck accident keywords. Not ranking the highest, clearly. They might be a little bit better than the positions over here, but either way, not too bad. Not too bad for roughly 30 minutes of work. And then if I wanted to continue building out this website, all I would do is use that content creator tool, automate all of it, just put in different clusters based off of all the services. I could post up 20 to 50 different pages each month if I wanted to continue just to see how this page will rank, or this website will rank over time. At that time, all you're doing is just waiting for the content to generate. Real simple. Now, another way you could use this, if you were that lawyer or a lawyer in any city, you could potentially build out, let's say, 6 to 10 different websites based off your services. We're going to go all keyword based domain names, and then just focus specifically on each one of these. And maybe they rank, maybe they don't, but for the cost of the website, for the domain and the content created using your own APIs, you'd be looking at roughly $5 to start like a 25-page website with a domain name purchased. And then each month, maybe you spend $2 on each site. If you have 5 sites, that's an additional $10 for potentially ranking some more pages. That could, in this industry, bring you some decent money if you get some good clients. But there you go. Quick, easy way, generate clients, or generate different websites, rank for specific keywords. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know, and just make sure to check out Casey'sSEOtools.com, and this is where you can find this tool suite if you have any interest in generating content quickly that ranks, or building additional websites, or anything that I haven't talked about in my 20+ tools in that SEO tool suite.